Quant just had a massive move, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another quant analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio. As you guys can see from our previous video 2 days ago, I mentioned that quant has to break above this trend line right over here for this in order for us to have a bullish momentum trade. You can see that the quant and the bulls tried to break above that level. We failed to break above, saw 3 candlestick rejection, and then that confirmation. Our next area of support was that 154, and I mentioned this to you guys many times before that 154 level is being tested multiple times. The more tests that happens to that level, the higher chances of it actually breaking. You can see that we did get that confirmation of a break. We got that beautiful retest today on the 4 hour, and we had this massive move breaking down below our 144 worst case scenario and that continuation to the downside. This is why on my chart I wrote down this 112 level for an absolute worst case scenario, and you can see we got pretty damn close to that level, testing around the 120. This doesn't mean that quant is necessarily ready for a bounce. As you guys can see, we did have that retest confirmation, but we failed to break above the exponential moving averages. Usually what you want to see in this situation, of course, is a massive bullish engulfing candlestick like we saw over here, but you want to see a continuation. You don't want to see a bearish engulfing starting to form once again, because it looks like crypto is once again going back down. Of course, right now it is Asia hours and people are waking up to the news of Binance and FTX, so I would be looking for a possible retest opportunity to around that 120 or 112 mark, and then that continuation higher. Of course, from a bullish case scenario, if somehow we can hold above this 144 level and find it as support, short term things could look a little bit more relief for quant because we are in complete oversold areas. We just have to be very careful about entering any sort of long positions right now. Zooming out on the chart here, you can see that this level actually acted as somewhat of a support level. You can see from previously we did see multiple tests over here on the 4 hour candlesticks here as well, and then that continuation to the downside. So I went ahead and drew a midterm line here for you guys at 120 just for the perspective of this video. You can see that we did have this overall massive move on quant going from all the way up from 112 to around the 220 mark, and I mentioned from all the way up here, guys, if you want to go back and check my videos, go ahead. You can see that I mentioned from up here that it looks like quant is looking to top out at this level, and holding above the 187 level is going to become very crucial for the bulls. If we did break below that level, I mentioned things can look extremely bad for quant, and we have been pretty accurate going all the way down here with this large move set, including today, right? So this is where I obviously tell you guys, put your emotions aside, stop looking at the moon boy candlesticks, stop looking at the overall perspective from these influencers measuring quant to 1,000. You have to be ready for the worst case scenarios, and this was that worst case scenario. I'll go ahead and start deleting these trend lines just to keep the chart clean, but obviously you guys can see that we did complete this huge move to the downside, and as of right now things are still not looking well for quant. On the lower time frames, you can see that we had that beautiful retest with those bullish engulfing candles, a beautiful V-shaped formation happened on the 1 hour, but are currently breaking below the exponential moving averages and that major support and that continuation to the downside. This is why I'm mentioning we could be looking for a possible double bottom formation here on the hourly. This is where things obviously become interesting, because if we can't hold above this 120 level, we could be looking for a possible retest to the major level of 112. But again, guys, if the 112 level breaks, I honestly don't even know what to tell you at that point, because of the fact that means that crypto is obviously in a pure capitulation stage, and you don't want to be trading in any sort of altcoins to begin with. Of course, for this video, I will draw a absolute worst case scenario here around the $99, because of the fact you can see on previous price analysis, this level held quite a few times before we finally saw that breakout formation. These are obviously worst case scenarios, and unfortunately I have to start drawing these for you guys because of the fact that I want everyone to make sure, you know, we have these scenarios. You can go back to this video and say, okay, well, we tested this level, Pingu told me that if this level breaks, this happens, and this is exactly why I give you guys worst case scenarios. I can easily be, you know, one of those technical analysis guys that only give you the chart like what we're seeing right now, so around the 140, and once we break, then I start drawing some lines for you guys. But the reason I have my lines like this is so that in case something happens while I can't make a video, or if I'm away, you have something to go back on, and this way you guys don't panic. But as of right now, if we can't hold above that 1 20 level, guys, things are gonna become extremely bad for Quant overall. So this is right now a no trade zone. The reason why this is a no trade zone is because after a massive capitulation, you usually look for a retest confirmation and then a move set up. Right now we saw the retest, but we didn't see that confirmation. This is why I'm leaning towards a possible another 2 more tests on the support level and then that continuation. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio, and I hope you guys have